Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Kaylee and it is time for another Disney World pack and prep video. I am so excited for this trip because it is going to be my first ever solo Disney trip. So we have a lot to go over, but I hope that this one will be shorter than my last pack and prep because she was pretty lengthy. So we're gonna go over kind of my general itinerary, kind of what I have planned, what is in store for this trip for me, and then I will go over my outfits, kind of show you guys what I have, and then I might try on my outfits for you guys, I might not, I don't know. I'm kind of running close on time because I leave tomorrow for a wedding that's out of town, and then my flight is that next day after the wedding. So I need to have everything packed up by tonight probably, because we're leaving tomorrow morning to head over to the wedding. It is out of town. So, and then I have a few things I want to show you guys as well. I picked up a few things either on my last trip or since my last trip that I want to show you guys. So, and if you haven't watched those videos, you need to go watch them. I went with my mom just, I think, 2 weeks ago from when I'm filming this. So it's been a pretty quick turnaround. So let me grab my phone and then we can kind of go over my plans for this trip. Okay, so I am flying Southwest for this trip. I got pretty good deal on my flight to and from Orlando, so I'm just taking myself, and we are just doing a carry-on and a personal item. So Southwest has changed their baggage policy and now you have to pay for a checked bag. So I'm going to try to do a personal item and carry-on, which shouldn't be too bad because I'm only going for 3 days, so I think I can do it. But I have my personal item right here. The personal item for Southwest just has to be able to fit under the bag or under the seat in front of you. So I feel like this bag will work. I actually just picked it up at TJ Maxx. I think it is so cute. It's like this little floral print, and I measured it for what they suggest your personal item be, and I think it will work. So I'm hoping that I can fit everything in this in my little white suitcase that I'll pull out later once we actually start the packing process. But so we fly in, like, I think we land at like 2:45 in Orlando, and then that night I really only have checking in and going to Hollywood Studios. So I am staying at Pop Century. I wanted something that was a little bit on like the cheaper, I say cheaper side for Disney, but I wanted like Skyliner, I wanted easy access to the parks. So that kind of took out the all-star resorts for me, and then I got a pretty good deal for Pop Century being an annual pass holder. So we're staying at Pop Century, and so we'll check in there, and then I really have no lightning lanes or anything planned for that first night just because I don't know, with like flights and everything, delays, like I didn't want to risk missing anything and then paying for that and then not getting to use it. So I really am just going for kind of the vibes and taking in the magic that first night and then watching Fantasmic. I'm also taking the Mears bus for the first time from the airport to the resort, so I'll let you guys know how that goes as well. But I just felt like that was the safest option for me with going by myself, like an Uber or a Lyft or something. I don't know, like Peyton we weren't super into that idea of me getting into a car by myself in the city, so I'm gonna take the Mears. So then we'll check into Pop Century, we'll do all that, Hollywood Studios first night, and then the next day, my only real full day at Disney, I'm getting up and going to Animal Kingdom. I really want to go try, there's a bunch of coffees that have come out that I want to try. I have a Flight of Passage lightning lane and I'm super excited for that. I might try to do like the safari depending on what the wait time is, and any other ride obviously depending on wait times. And then I'm gonna head back for a midday pool break at the resort. Maybe grab a drink at the Petals pool bar. I have been to Pop Century once with Peyton. Well, this was back when we first became pass holders and we were living down there. We only stayed there one night and we spent, I felt like, no time at Pop Century. So I'm really excited to go back and actually spend some time at the resort. So I will be there for the afternoon, kind of, you know, just hanging out, chilling. And then I'll get ready and head to Epcot that evening, night-ish. I have a lightning lane for Guardians that night, and then I'm just gonna kind of walk around the World Showcase, and just, again, if any wait times are good, I'll, you know, pop on a ride and just kind of snack and drink and hang out, and then watch Luminous, The Symphony of Us. So I'm gonna watch that this trip, and then obviously I'll go to sleep. And then the next day is my birthday, and it's my last day, but I don't fly out till like 9 p.m. that night. So I'm gonna go to Magic Kingdom, and right now I have lightning lanes for Space Mountain, Haunted Mansion, and Winnie the Pooh. I'm doing some different rides that I don't normally do, like Winnie the Pooh I don't normally do, and then Space Mountain was down the last time Mom and I were at Magic Kingdom, so I'm gonna do that. I don't really know, I might do Tiana's, obviously, if I get a good time on there, but I didn't want to pay for Tron because Mom and I just did it, and like, it's fun and everything, but I don't need to do that this trip, so I didn't do that. So then we'll just hang out at Magic Kingdom that last day until the bus picks me up at 6 and takes me to the airport. So a very packed few days, but I'm very excited for everything. And just going by myself, I feel like I can go at my own pace and just kind of do whatever I want to do. Not that like I feel tied down when I go with my mom or Peyton or anybody, but it'll be nice just to go by myself. So I'm gonna show you guys my outfits. I have everything laid out right now. I just need to actually get it packed, but you know, actually putting it in the suitcase is my least favorite part, because I feel like that's the most stressful part, because I feel like once I put it in the suitcase, then like I'm stuck in those things. So let me show you guys what I have laid out right now and kind of my outfit ideas that I have for this trip. Here's what we are working with right now. So I have just one swimsuit for my little pool afternoon. I have a pair of pajamas, and then this is my outfit for Hollywood Studios. So I just got these ears on my last trip, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you saw my excitement on my Instagram stories when I found these. It was our last morning. We just happened to pop into Disney Springs and go to World of Disney, and I found the Sorcerer Mickey ears that I have been looking for since they just restocked them. I don't know, it was maybe a few months ago, but I just wasn't down in the parks, so super excited about these. And then I just have a little black crochet little shirt with a bralette and white shorts for that first night. I want to be a little bit cuter since I'm not really doing any rides and it'll just be in the evening, so hopefully it's a little bit cooler. And then I have this extra outfit just in case. I have my little Walt Disney World t-shirt and a pair of boxer shorts. That is just, you know, just in case you need an extra outfit. Then for Animal Kingdom morning, I have these ears with a zebra print bodysuit and a little pair of jean shorts. For Epcot, we are doing the classic yellow ears, a little striped tank, and then my favorite little Mickey little jean shorts. And then the last day, I have my castle ears. This is for Magic Kingdom, and this adorable little yellow gingham dress, also from Old Navy. So I have one pair of shoes. These are the Tevas that I wore last time I was in the parks, and I wore them pretty much all day and they did not hurt my feet, so I'm gonna try to maybe just take these. I might throw in a pair of sneakers, but this all depends on how much space I have in my suitcase. I have some little extra things over here. This is my little jewelry pouch, and then I'm just gonna take the pink bag for my park bag, and then there's all my little like camera batteries, extra camera accessories, things like that. But I think that will be like, I feel like that we've got it covered. Okay, so the few things I want to show you guys that I did not have on our last trip. The first one I actually bought at the Character Warehouse the last time I was down there, and it's this little Vera Bradley little pouch. So I have my makeup in it right now, but I feel like it's, I don't know, it was so cute, and I thought what a great little travel pouch. So I'm using it as my makeup little, you know, my makeup bag for this trip. And then another thing that I picked up, so I'm recently gotten into pin trading, and I'm not super into it yet, but I do enjoy doing it. So I've seen a lot of the girlies using the Go Pin Pro little like mini boards, so I picked up some of those. It comes with 5 in a set, but right now I'm only using 3 of them, but I did put some of my pins on some of these to show you guys. So the first board is all of my Little Mermaid pins, my little Ariel pins. So I got lucky and got this in a mystery pouch, and then all these other ones I have traded for. So I'm hoping I can find a few more this trip and add to my Little Mermaid board. And I got the color mint in these, just if you guys are curious when you get on their website, if you want to order them. And I can link these down below for you guys, just so if you want to take a look at any of their products, you can. And then we will go to my Disney Sorcerer Mickey little board that I have. So I have some Sorcerer Mickey things. I got this popcorn bucket this last trip in a mystery pouch. I got this one in a mystery pouch, and then all these other ones I have traded for on my last few trips. So then we have the Sorcerer Mickey one. And then this last board, I have just some of my random pins or ones that I'm willing to trade this next trip. So she's very random at the moment. We have a little Mike Wazowski up here. We have 2 Figment pins. We have Cruella de Vil, and then we have the Genie lamp. This one's my trader and kind of like a collection that I want to start. I'm kind of thinking maybe a Monsters Inc. collection. I don't know how hard or how easy that will be to start, but we found this Mike Wazowski, Peyton and I did, on our last trip in March, and we ended up watching both Monsters Inc. and Monsters University on that trip, and we just kind of fell back in love with Monsters Inc. and forgot how funny those movies are. So I don't know, I might start a collection of that. And then like the Figment pins, I like them and I love Figment, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm kind of over it at this point, so I might use those as traders. This came in my very first pin pack, my villains pack. I got Cruella de Vil and Jafar. I traded Jafar way a long time ago, so I don't know. I might trade her, not really super into it anymore. And then the Genie lamp, I'm kind of ready to get rid of it as well on this trip. So this will kind of be my little trader board, but I did want to share those because, you know, I have gotten into the pin trading, and I know a ton of people are into pin trading and probably know a lot more than I do. But I do have some pins that I didn't put on any of these boards yet, just because, I don't know, I don't want to pack a ton down to this trip, just because, you know, we're trying to keep it light. So all I really have left to do is actually do the packing. So I'm gonna go grab my suitcase and we can go ahead and get started on the actual packing. Okay, moment of truth now, if we can fit all of this into this little suitcase. And then I will just need to be able to fit this and my other little makeup bag in here, but I will be fine, and I still haven't even packed anything in my personal item. So I think we're gonna be okay, you guys. That is going to be all for this pack and prep with me, and I will see you guys in Walt Disney World. Bye.